Committee 2 is responsible for budget control. Let me briefly give you information what is the main activity of the Committee 2. Committee 2, the responsibility is to determine the organization and facilities available to the delegates to examine and approve the accounts for expenditure incurred throughout the duration of the Assembly, to report the plenary meeting on the estimated total expenditure of the Assembly, as well as an estimate of the costs that may be entailed by execution of the decision taken by the Assembly, to examine the estimate of the financial needs of the ITUT up to the next World Telecommunications Standardization Assembly for the purpose of the establishing the biennial budget subsequent to the convening of the Assembly. This is main activity of the Budget Committee of the Assembly. The process is that Committee 2 is meeting twice during the World Telecommunications Standardization Assembly. Unlike Committee 3 and 4, Committee 2 doesn't draft, modify, suppress resolutions. At the beginning of the Assembly, Committee 2 asked Committee 3 and Committee 2 and working groups to provide any information on decisions and resolutions that could have financial impact. Based on requests received by Committee 3, 4 working groups, Committee 2 estimates the potential cost of the decisions and replies of the Committee 3, 4 working groups. Among others points, Committee 2 reports to the plenary of the implementation of the World Telecommunications Standardization Assembly budget, as well as estimated cost of the decision taken by Assembly. But regarding the budget, what kind of budget have World Telecommunications Standardization Assembly 20? The budget of the World Telecommunications Standardization Assembly 20 was initially approved by Council at the 2019 session through Resolution 1396. As the World Telecommunications Standardization Assembly 20 was postponed to 2022, the allocated budget was carried forward to 2022 and was approved by the Council at its 2021 session by its Resolution 1005. The budget of the World Telecommunications Standardization Assembly clarified, and it has certain purposes, and some of them foreseen for the direct expenses, other one foreseen for documentation. First of all, guidance of World Telecommunication Standardization Assembly is that it estimates proposal contributions and how financially it's responsible. And then one important issue is that World Telecommunication Standardization Assembly can't increase budget. If budget has been approved by ITU Council, it's strictly budget, because sometimes different contribution or suggestion happens without financial impact, financial calculation. Main goal of the committee to expertise these suggestions, this initiative, and see that is it possible within approved budget to do such kind of things, because there are imperative, mandatory activity, and this approved financial resources should go for supporting of this kind of initiatives.